Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, in today's video, I'll be covering the Tier 4 progress for a Super Yacht Life. That's correct. I'm giving you guys a solo guide to help you guys get these completed and get your career progress knocked out. So this will be solo on hard mode without any armor or snacks and making sure your accuracy is above 80%, alright? Now listen, these missions do have some bugs and there's some glitches, and we did encounter a couple of those. I'll talk about that. Nothing crazy though. For the most part, you should be alright, and a couple of them are kind of in your favor. Alright, so keep that in mind. But I will be explaining how to get all these completed 100% without using any bugs or glitches. Alright, so let's make sure you guys get this knocked out. Now, before we go any further, if you guys enjoyed this video and you like this content, make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on so you guys don't miss out any future content of mine, like live streams, money guides, and tutorials just like this, okay? Now, as you see right here, we're going through the contact mission portion of the career progress section in the game. Just scrolling over to the Super Yacht Life. You got Tier 1, 2, 3. Tier 4 will pretty much cover them all, though. All right? So complete all Super Yacht Life missions on hard difficulty without using snacks or armor. Complete all Super Yacht Life missions taking less than 50% damage. And then complete all Super Yacht Life missions with over 80% accuracy. Now, there are a few prerequisites. A couple of things you want to make sure you have done before starting this. First off, set your spawn location to private yacht. One of the bugs I discovered is that you can't launch these directly from the contact missions going through the options. You have to go to the actual yacht. This is on PlayStation. I'm not sure if it's like that on PC and Xbox, but just so you guys know. And then next, you want to use your Mark II weapons. First of all, you want to make sure you have the thermal scope on your Mark II sniper rifle. This is going to help out dramatically, especially in these missions, and it helps out for all these contact missions as well. And you also want to make sure you have the heavy revolver Mark II upgrade of that variant. And then make sure you have the hollow point rounds and put the compensator on there in the scope. The Mark II heavy revolver with the hollow point rounds definitely does some work against these NPCs and all of these contact missions. So it's a weapon you want to make sure you have. All right. And guys, in the description down below, I'll have my general career progress guide for the contact missions. So make sure you guys watch that as well. Okay. So first mission up is going to be Overboard. All right, what you want to do, go ahead and get into the chopper, and you want to call in, you want to use Pegasus, and you want to call in one of two choppers, the Buzzard and the Salvage. These are going to be your best friends in these missions, and again, you can use them for several other missions. The Congellic can also be used, but it can't be used for several of the career progress missions. But, the homing rockets, the RPGs, your throwable, the grenade launcher, those do not count towards the accuracy. That's why you want to use the Buzzard. You can use the Salvage. Just don't use the machine guns. Don't use the cannons, okay? So call in your Buzzard, go pick it up, and you're just going to murk out the enemy targets down here. And sometimes the paperwork will be with the guy on the jet ski. Sometimes it's with the guy on the land right here. Just go ahead and hover on down, pick it up. If it's in the water, you kind of just hover over and pick it up with the skids. And then you need to fly over to the marina where you're going to take out some of these marquee sailboats. You'll have some enemy police choppers that spawn in. Watch out for those guys because they can shoot you, but you should be fine. Just lock on with the homing rocket launchers, take out the marquee, and then just lose the cops. And this first mission is in the books. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Cover girl, right? Not a problem at all. Go ahead and get that knocked out. We got that passed. See the money come in. All right, next one up is going to be Salvage. Now, this can be a little tricky. You're going to have to use your weapons a little bit with this. Again, this is why I recommend using the Mark II heavy sniper rifle with the thermal scope on there. So take the chopper on over to this barge over here and just dive in the water, and you need to pick up the cargo. It's real simple, real easy. Just dive in, swim on. You can use a scuba suit if you want to. It'll automatically equip you with some rebreathers. And you're just going to pick up all of these packages underwater. All right, just pay attention. Don't die. Just make sure you have the rebreather equipped, and you should be good to go. All right, then next up, you need to go fly over towards the boat. It's telling you to take the chopper back to the yacht, but don't. Land right here where I'm showing you. Just check out the map and the radar. And this is where you're going to use your Mark II sniper, and it's going to help out to have the thermal. All right, and you just want to use a combination of the right type of weapons. And guys, listen. If you do miss, if you feel like you're not going to make the 80% accuracy on most of these missions, you can just go into the city and you can just farm NPCs, right? And what I mean by that, you just murk out NPCs. Just lock onto them, use a semi-automatic weapon, and get as many shots on the NPCs as you can before they actually unalive, right? For this one, though, I just use my homing rocket launcher and just lock onto them. You're good to go. Right, there we go. You can just kind of aim with your sniper rifle, and then you can just kind of lock on that way. You can use your RPG as well. You can snipe them out. And again, if you feel like you're not going to make the 80% accuracy, just farm NPCs. There's only like one mission I believe you can't do that with, and we'll talk about that here in just a minute. And as you see, I'm just lining. Now, you're watching this on a YouTube video, you know, and you're probably watching on your phone or, you know, your TV or whatever. And so it may not look as clean or accurate. I promise you, when you're actually doing this, you'll be able to see it much better, right? Aim small, miss small. Don't go for headshots. Just, you know, aim for center mass and drop these guys out. And you can use your thermal to just kind of locate them and then switch back to get a clear picture. Now, you're going to go towards the yacht, but the captain's going to call you up and tell you that you have to, you know, save him. You have to, you know, rescue the captain and the bartender. So land at this location right here, okay? Now, you can get a little bit closer if you want to, but this is a good spot right here. Land over here, and you have a good view of all of the enemies, right? So there you go. That's why you want to use your thermal. You can see all the bad guys, and you want to start with the bad guys up top that are these. This is the location where they're being held hostage, right? So just mark out these guys right here, and don't get too close. Said I hit that guy, but it didn't give me the kill until a little bit later on. So don't worry about that. You could technically just fly over there and pick them up now, but the enemy NPCs may rush the mountain and you may get murked out. So I would go ahead and just murk out the rest of these guys. And again, it's going to look much clearer when you're doing this on your screen, okay? You'll be able to tell the difference between the hostages and the bad guys. So just murk out all those guys. There may be one dude that rushes up the hill. Just pay attention to your radar. Murk him out. Real simple, real easy. All right, again, aim small, miss small. Go for center mass. And again, I can't say this enough. If you feel like you're not going to make it, just go into the city and farm NPCs, right? For the accuracy. Take the chopper back to the boat, and you're good to go. All right, next mission coming up. What do we got here? We got all hands, right? So all hands are ready to go. Make sure it's on hard difficulty. Right, go ahead and confirm your settings. Should be good. Again, we're doing this solo. This is a pretty simple one. You're going to fly over to the airport, land the chopper, you know, kind of in the middle. Give yourself a little bit of distance from this hangar right here directly in front of you. And again, we're going to be using our sniper rifle. You don't have to use any, you know, expensive, fancy vehicles if you don't want to. You can just snipe all these guys out here from range. And anybody that rushes you, you can just drop them as they pull up. But you can see there's only a few of the bad guys you got to take out. You don't have to take out all these dudes. There's like a couple that, you know, are just kind of not even worry about. But let's go ahead and snipe them all if you want to, just to be safe and, you know, rather safe than sorry, right? Mark these guys out. You'll see a guy in the top right as well. From this angle, there'll be a couple of guys behind that truck. You just have to go over, you know, just kind of maneuver, just, you know, switch your position up. Take out this guy. This is what I'm talking about right here. You can get several extra shots. You can keep hitting them until they're actually unalived, and all those count because you're on target. So keep that in mind, okay? Go ahead and jump into the plane. The cops are on you, but they're not going to reach you in time. And it does have VTOL and JTOW. So it's got vertical takeoff and landing, and it's got jet-assisted takeoff as well. So it's got those little like afterburners that can take off with that. Just, you know, follow the prompts on your screen. Land in the water, fill up your extra water bombs in there, right? And then just go into VTOL and just center the burning cars in your screen and drop a little water bomb on them. It's not that difficult. You don't have to hit them directly. Just get close enough to them to where the water takes out the fire. Reload, and then move on to the next, you know, amount of cars that are on fire. Just take those, just drop the bombs, the water bombs on those. And you're good to go. Again, just center the vehicles in your camera. And just make sure you're high enough up to where the enemy NPCs can't shoot you into your into the actual cockpit. And then just take the Tula back onto the towards the boat, and you're good to go. All right. Next mission up. What do we got here? Got that pass. Got a bit of cash and money. We got Icebreaker. That's the next one up, all right? So make sure your settings are good to go. Get that knocked out, confirm them, and launch it up. There we go. So again, this one, you want to call in. I would definitely recommend the Salvage on this one. Call Pegasus, call in your Salvage. You'll pick it up right here in front of you at the little Meriwether dock right here. And then this one is a little frustrating because these you have to blow up some air conditioning units, some little storage units or whatever, and you can't auto lock on, so you have to kind of like free fire. So use your Salvage because you've got the continuous fire rockets. Take out all the enemy bad guys. They will keep respawning. Right, there'll be a couple of foot soldiers that keep respawning, and you'll also get some enemy NPC helicopters and take those out as soon as they spawn in. And then just kind of use your radar, and you can kind of locate those little air conditioning units. They're kind of like a different color. You'll see them. Take them out. Land the Savage, and then you have to get to the Benson. And then there'll be some bad guys over here. Just kind of, if you have to take them out, take them out. But if not, don't worry about it. Get inside the Benson, and you can pretty much just drive on out. Now, if you feel like you don't want to get shot up by them, I had no problem at all. I was just able to kind of like maneuver around them. Didn't even get hit. Maybe once. But if you see a bad guy pop up, just take a different route and just head on back and just follow the yellow brick road and drop off the Benson. And then we're done. Good to go. Get paid. Get a little bit of job points. Get some RP. All that good stuff, right? Next one up is Voyage. Now, this one can be frustrating, all right? This is going to be probably the more difficult of the bunch, but it's definitely doable. Just make sure you've got a full ammo with your explosives, your throwables, your grenade launcher, your RPG, stuff like that, all right? We have to defend this boat. You're going to have multiple waves of enemies and choppers and boats, all right? As soon as it kicks off, the air defenses are down, and enemy choppers are going to be, flying in. Use your RPG. You can use your homing rocket if you feel more comfortable with that. I prefer the RPG. The homing rocket, sometimes it does weird things, right? But, whichever one you feel comfortable with. You can use the RPG. You can also use throwables as well. You can kind of just post up, use your throwables. You can also shoot your grenades through the helipad. They just go right through, expanded and enhanced, right? You can use your throwables. For some reason, my throwables were not destroying the boats. We'll see that here in just a minute. I'm not sure if it's bugged out or, I don't know, just some kind of weird accuracy thing, skill issue, right? Go ahead and just keep on, just go through the waves. You gotta be patient, okay? Now, there's health and armor inside that little area under that awning right there. That does not affect your challenge, so you're good to go. You can use that. It's just kind of confusing if you have been hit. It's hard to track your progress and see if you're at 50% health or not, right? So just pay attention to that. Try and avoid it if you can, right? I'm just using the RPG to blow it. Make sure you're just kind of over the guardrail so you don't blow yourself up, and then just use that Mark II heavy revolver and drop these bad guys. Almost got caught right there. Good thing that guy's aim was total. The first time an NPC's aim was not laser hit scan, right? Unbelievable. Mark out those guys. Now listen, there'll be a point where you have to take out the enemies at the bow of the ship. If you've got some debris, just climb up on that debris and you can get on top of the boat and just murk these guys out. If not, just methodically make your way up there and just use a throwable or a grenade launcher. Right? Take these guys out. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Murk them. There we go. And then you're going to get another wave of choppers, so go ahead and get down in there. Be careful with these guys. Just make sure you don't blow yourself up. Again, just go slow. Be patient. It's more time consuming than anything, right? Murk these guys out. There we go. Almost hit the little radar thing right there. And then you'll finally get the air defenses back up. But listen, though, you still got... There's still a whole other wave you have to get through. So once the air defenses get back up, you'll see the lights come back on. You'll have to take out some ground troops and some boats. All right, I don't know what was going on here, man. I don't know what it was. I'm throwing stickies over here. Some of them looked like they were like right on the boat too, but the splash damage was not at all working. One of these it was like right on top of it. It was crazy, but no big deal. If use a throwable if you can. If not, then just use your RPG. I felt like that one right there should have did the trick, but whatever. Maybe it was too far in front. It's all good, right? But you can't. That should have done it as well. I don't know what was going on with that. But to take him out, get the last guy, and then it'll automatically end the mission. So this one's you have to be careful with your accuracy on this. But again, use the throwables, use your RPGs, and use that Mark II. If you did miss a bad guy, maybe switch to a weaker weapon. That way you can get multiple hits on him before he is unalived, and that'll help boost your accuracy right there for you. Right, so there we go. We finalized the mission. Past that. Get a little bit of walking around money. And then the last one up is D-Day. This one, again, is just more time consuming. And there was a bug with this one. It does kind of go into your, it kind of helps you out. But I'll explain at the end what to do if the bug does not happen, all right? So again, go ahead, and you don't have to call in a chopper on this, but it's just insurance, all right? Call in the Buzzard or the Salvage, right? Go pick, it'll spawn in behind you. Go pick it up, and you want to park it right outside this red yacht defense circle, okay? And then unfortunately, you're going to have to swim to the Kraken. So swim to the Kraken, and then just follow this route that I take. I'm going to speed it up a little bit for you, but you need to get down below a certain depth. And there'll be a little meter on the right side of the bottom right corner of your screen. You'll see that here in just a minute. But just go towards the checkpoints, right? Just go on down towards those checkpoints. Just don't hit the landmines, because there's also landmines down here for defense. So just don't bump into those, and you'll be good to go. But you see the little depth meter right there. Just follow that, and you'll be good. You can go first person. It doesn't speed you up, but yeah, I chose third person because it's a little bit easier to navigate in third person, in my opinion. Just follow this route, kind of go through the little caverns down here. Stay low. How low can you go? Right, not too low, because you will get crushed. All right, just pay attention. Just kind of snake your way through the caverns down here, the underwater valleys, right, and then pull up. Don't worry about this little depth thing right here. You're about to get into the little yellow circle. Then just pull up, and then you're gonna get onto the boat. And this is the bug. For some reason, you're gonna alert the boss, right? But for some reason, sometimes he just unalives himself, and then the mission's over. But if that does not happen, as he gets into his chopper, just take him out with an RPG, right, or a homing rocket. If not, that's when you want to go back to your Salvage. You just use a jet ski, go back to the Salvage, and then just chase him down and take him out. Right, just mark out a couple of these guards right here. You see the boss's target is way at the bow of the ship, the front of the ship, right? I think it's the bow, right? The bow is the front, stern's the rear. Some of you nautical guys, let me know if that's right. Okay, and then so just mark this guy. I chose the left. I was like, maybe I could go a bit closer this way. Mark out this guy, mark out that guy, and this is kind of where you alert him. It's like automatic alert. He just unalives himself. It's weird. He just, I don't know, blew up. And that was the mission. But again, he'll jump in his chopper. He flies off. Just take him out with the RPG, the homing rocket launcher. If not, jump it. Go back. Use the jet ski, the speedophile. Go back to your Salvage or your Buzzard. Chase him down. Blow him up. And then you're done, man. You got it all. You're 80%. You're full health and armor, all that good stuff. Hard mode, solo, 100%. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. All right. Let me know if you guys got any questions. If you want to add anything, leave it in the comments down below as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel for the Illustrated Rose content, the game. Smash that like button. See you guys in the next one. All right, peace out. Yeah.